Religion, I think, needs to be understood in its richness, and I would take just one working definition of religion, because there are multiple ways in which you can define religion. You can define religion in terms of any binding principle or any worldview where you submit to an authority for guidance. But to my mind, when we normally talk about religion, we associate it with a set of beliefs which are at least 5 or 6 I can think of. One, a belief in something superior to the individual human being. So it may be a god, as it is in the case of Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, and it may be just a superior self, as it is in the case of Buddhism and Jainism. The other is a belief in the continuity of the self. So though Buddhism does not believe in a permanent Atman, it is an Anatmavadi, but yet they believe that there is a continuity of the self. The Christians do not believe in rebirth, but yet they believe that the soul does not die with the body. So some kind of the continuity of the self is a part of most religion. The third is a belief in a code of conduct, that what is to be done and what is not to be done. So that code of conduct or ethical code of conduct is there. And the fourth, of course, is rites and rituals, that this is the way you will address the Lord, or this is the way you will address the Lord, or whatever. And then I think one very important thing is most of the religions have a book or set of books. So you have the Zend Avesta or the Holy Quran or the Bible, or maybe just a set of hymns put together, as it is in the case of Sikhism, the Granth Sahib. And one of the things which I think is very, very common to all religions is, though they may or may not believe in a God who has a form, yet all religions believe in prayer. So you can address. So though God may not be a person, but God has a personality, because she or he can hear you and respond. So prayer is a very important part of all religion, as it were. Now, with these 6 or 7 working characteristics of religion, what has it played the role of? Mainly, it has played a role of giving you a grand explanation of life and purpose of the individual life. Most of us find religion problematic. But when we find religion problematic, let us see where the problem lies. And mainly, I think the problem lies when we start taking religion as the source of authority for morality. And there, I think, it's a very, very simple, clean answer, which I don't know why people don't want to listen. And that answer is as follows. Anybody who does a good action, or for that matter, a bad action, is called good or bad, or the action is called good and bad only if that action is freely done. If a child throws away something, or if a person with Parkinson's throws away something, or if somebody under the force of a gun does something, we don't say that an action is good or bad, because we know that it is coerced action, it is not a free action. So the first requirement, or the foremost requirement of any moral action, is actually freedom. Now, if I say that religion is the ground of my moral action, then I have taken away freedom. And this is the oldest answer which has been raised in Plato's Euthyphro. The question goes as follows. Why is an action holy? Is it holy because God wills it to be so? Or God wills it to be so because it is holy? And the answer is obviously the second. God likes an action because it is God. It does not become good because God likes it. Now, it's such a simple one-liner, and it takes away the moral authoritativeness of religion. It doesn't say religion is wrong. Maybe you can do the same things. Maybe you can do exactly what religion prescribes you, but the fear of religion or the fear of God, if that be the reason of your action, the morality of that action is taken away. And therefore, that's one problem. And the whole idea, whether you're looking at ancient Greek classics or you're looking at ancient Indian Sanskrit drama, everywhere the trouble with religion has been with the clerical authority, with the institutions. So people have trouble with institutions. very few people have problem with a personal relationship with something which is more valuable, which you consider to be of greater worth, which seems to be giving you a certain kind of a solace. But since it is institutionalized, and then there are mediators of all sorts who ritualize things and who make it compulsory that you have to do that, and unless you do that, you will not be saved. That is the problem, and that has been the problem from day one. So religion as a personal commitment to something which is superior to you, religion as something which brings in a certain sense of security and belongingness, religion as bringing some kind of an aesthetic joy to you, religion as the source of poetry and music and art all over the world, cannot be denied. But what can also not be denied is that the institutionalization of religion and the politics of religion created more violence, more bloodshed, more humiliation, more oppression than any other institution. And therefore it is very, very important for us to distinguish religion from religious institutionalizations.